These big screen characters have a need for speed, but they also know how to strategize under pressure.
I'm gonna need you behind the wheel again.
One more job and I'm done.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 getaway drivers in movies. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on the most efficient and memorable drivers in cinema who flee the scene of a crime.
Let's do it my way.
Number 10. Randall Memphis Reigns, Gone in 60 Seconds.
I am a bad man.
A getaway driver doesn't always need help, but sometimes it's necessary. In Dominic Toretto's heist flick, the legendary Randall Memphis Reigns utilizes his talents to keep a British gangster away from his family.
We've got the addresses on all 50 ladies. Let's scout them.
Memphis is a quirky old pro, but he's smart enough to organize a 50-car heist that will save his younger bro's life. With so much experience, Memphis naturally reflects on his past jobs, which sometimes affects his decision-making. But let's be clear, Memphis Reigns knows the tricks of the trade, and he knows what makes people tick.
Okay, let's ride.
So, when it's time to go to work, it's just a matter of executing the plan while minimizing collateral damage.
I promise. You take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Number 9. Toby Howard, Hell or High Water.
We ain't stealing from you, we're stealing from the bank.
In David Mackenzie's neo-western thriller, the end justifies the means. Furthermore, it's a family affair for getaway driver Toby Howard, as he teams up with his brother Tanner to avenge the wrongs done to their late mother.
To see you boys pay those bastards back with their own money? Well, if that ain't Texan, I don't know what is.
On the road, it's not about sharp turns and big city maneuvering, it's more about anticipation and knowing the surrounding country. While Toby has plenty of charisma and charm, he's not a getaway driver that seeks attention. He's looking for justice as a matter of principle. And so, Toby must be taken seriously, because he's got little to lose and everything to gain.
I won't believe.
No, you believe it. I did all of it.
Number 8. Richard Chance, To Live and Die in LA.
I'm gonna bag masters and I don't give a shit how I do it.
This man is not your traditional getaway driver. In fact, Richard Chance isn't even the prototypical baddie in William Friedkin's film. That honor goes to Willem Dafoe's Eric "Rick" Masters. But Chance does have something going for him. He's simply a reckless individual. So, when he puts the pedal to the metal, you better believe that it won't be a smooth ride.
Do I have a choice?
But despite his unpredictability and personal troubles, Chance doesn't necessarily have a death wish. And so, he's cool and collected while navigating the LA streets, even if everything around him is complete madness.
Going this way.
Number 7. Roger, The Italian Job. While he's certainly not the only driver in this film, Roger would probably fit the bill for what you'd call the strong silent type. There's no denying, he's an essential part of Charlie Croker's team when they set out to steal $4 million in gold, as he's present in many of the caper flick scenes. And yet instead of making his mark with words, he does so with his driving skills, as well as his readiness to do whatever it takes to get the job done, including disguising himself as a football fan.
We won, didn't we?
Meanwhile, for the 2003 remake, Handsome Rob conveys a little more grit, yet is also someone that can multitask under pressure.
Once drove all the way from Los Angeles just so we could set the record for longest freeway chase.
Number 6. Carter Doc McCoy, The Getaway.
Punch it, baby.
Whereas some getaway drivers are hired specifically for their skills, this man is a true Texas outlaw. In Sam Peckinpah's flick, Doc breaks free from jail, but he's not a lone wolf. He's a married man. So with his wife Carol riding shotgun, Doc has quite the incentive to stay on the tracks, so to speak.
That's what I want.
This getaway driver is representative of the classic American outlaw, a man that doesn't play by the rules, but still needs love. Furthermore, Doc knows how to handle a gun, making him even more dangerous to his enemies. At the end of the day, Doc survives through a versatile skill set and a major chip on his shoulder.
You sure?
Number 5. C.W. Moss, Bonnie and Clyde.
I spent a year in reformatory.
Here's a guy that won't exactly school you with smarts, unless it comes to cars. Based on the real-life Barrow gang member W.D. Jones, C.W. Moss has major value because he's always ready to prove himself, especially when challenged by Bonnie and Clyde. Like many outlaws, he's a flawed young man and perhaps not the brightest of the bunch, yet his knowledge and naivete make him a crucial asset. He didn't seek out his position as the opportunity presented itself.
What the hell are you doing parking the car?
And though CW's immaturity proves to be quite problematic, the kid gets the job done when given the opportunity.
Yes, I guess I do.
Number 4, The Driver, from The Driver.
Get in.
This nameless character is a legitimate master of his craft. Not only does the driver understand how to navigate a metropolis like Los Angeles, he also knows his enemies, most notably a hardened detective, known as, well, the Detective.
I really like chasing you.
He's a man that enjoys the danger and psychology of it all, yet he keeps his composure in the most crucial of moments. Whereas some cars can just flat out burn, the driver paints the town with strategic moves and unfathomable efficiency.
Better get new plates if you plan on taking it out again.
In fact, he's so brilliant on the road that law enforcement must respect him, even if they despise what the cowboy stands for. Number 3, Dominic Toretto, The Fast and the Furious.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
As a former street racer, this tough guy most definitely has street smarts. But as a getaway driver, there are few others that can operate like Dominic Toretto. He's not only an ambitious criminal, he also understands the human element and how to manipulate situations to his advantage. With that being said, Dom is at his best when his loved ones are at risk, a concept that fuels the entire franchise as a whole.
You break your heart, I'll break your neck.
For the 2001 original, though, Dominic jumps off the screen with his immense confidence and bravado, and he's always one step ahead, both on and off the road.
On green, I'm going for it.
Number 2, Frank Martin, The Transporter.
Rule 1, never change the deal.
Personally and professionally, this man doesn't necessarily play by the rules. Yet, Frank Martin does live by a code, and he's completely fearless. He's a stylish fellow, and image is most definitely a part of his getaway driver persona, but Frank isn't begging anyone for work, nor does he have time for people that disrespect his simple requests. And so, it's this type of life structure that allows him to stay focused under difficult circumstances.
Transportation is a precise business.
It's not that Frank Martin is smarter or more talented than other getaway drivers. It's that he'll take extreme measures to accomplish his mission.
This plane is not for tourists.
I'm not a tourist.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Jesus Christ. So you're a pretty good thief.
Number 1, Driver, Drive.
I don't sit in while you're running it down. I don't carry a gun. I drive.
At first glance, this guy looks like just a typical Hollywood stuntman. But he's not a driver that gets work because of his charming personality. Nope, this driver succeeds because work is his primary focus, and he does not appreciate those who disrupt his plans.
Shut your mouth, or I'll kick your teeth down your throat and I'll shut it for you.
Regardless of the driver's personality issues, he's mostly calm. Mostly. And when the pressure is on, he blocks out the surrounding noise. He's a man that communicates through his actions, and some of them are indeed disturbing. But for movie getaway drivers, there's nobody more focused and committed than the driver. And despite his behavior, he's a sympathetic figure, perhaps because he's more comfortable at work than with actual human beings.
Hey, do you want to see something?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.